Hiya, you alright?
Um, Welcome to Assembly again,
Yeah,
and we're filming this on a really wet and rainy day, aren't we?
here we are.
I'm going to put my hood on.
I wouldn't do that. It looks disrespectful.
Alright then, I won't do that, especially if it looks disrespectful. Okay, so Jim, today, this sort of weather always reminds me of school sports day.
Does it?
Yeah, it always used to rain on my school sports day, I don't know why. Um, I mean, actually, it probably didn't always, but it seemed to. Maybe we had some nice sunny days too. But today is a wet, rainy day, and it reminds me of school sports day.
Yeah, the school days aren't going to be quite the same, are they, this year?
Well, they're not, and a lot of them were cancelled last year. Unfortunately, some sports have started back, but it made me think of what it's like to be an encourager. You know, when you're at school sports day and you stand at the side of the running track or whatever it is, and you shout to your team, you know, go on, go on, go on, go on. You can do it. You can win.
Yeah, that's really important, I think, because when you hear your friends doing that, then you feel like you might be able to do it.
That's right. That is right. So I just thought for a moment we just have a time of imagination.
Okay, do it.
Right. So what I'm going to ask you all to do now, if it helps, you can shut your eyes. But I'd like you to really imagine hard that you're on a starting line of a race on school sports day. It can be any race you like, running race, egg and spoon race, sack race, whatever kind of races that you do in your school.
Yeah?
Okay, and 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 you know that all your friends and your family who've come to watch you want you to do your best.
Oh, yeah, they do, don't they?
That's right. So I wonder what thoughts are going through your head right now, just as you're waiting to be told to go.
Oh, I'd be nervous.
Well, would you be nervous? What thoughts are going through your heads there? And you can hear somebody shout, on your marks, get set.
Go!
That's right. Well, imagine that you've won the race and you're listening to people saying things to you, nice things like, well done. Well, you'll be pleased, won't you? But what if they say, oh, well, you did win, but your time isn't as good as last year. You weren't quite as fast. Or it looks like you failed to break the school record, you know, it's okay. I mean, how would you feel?
Uh, I, I, I wouldn't feel so pleased anymore. I'd feel a bit, what's the word? Downhearted.
Downhearted? Yes, I think you would. Well, imagine that you were quite slow in your race and you came last. So you weren't the winner. But someone comes up to you and says, well, that was a really good effort. I could see you were trying really hard. Running's not easy, or carrying that spoon with the egg on it isn't easy. You did really well. Well done for trying so hard. How would you feel then?
Well, I'd still be sad I didn't win, but I'd feel better about it.
Yeah, that's right. I think you would. Well, the likelihood is that the person who was last in the race was told well done for trying will feel better than the one who was told your time wasn't good, you know, even though that they won. So that's kind of like the importance of encouraging. And like I said today, we're going to look at the importance of encouragement. Encouragement means encouragement's the act of cheering someone up, uplifting them, telling them to keep on going even when things look tough.
Yeah, keep on going, keep trying, don't give up.
Those are all encouraging words, aren't they? Well, by giving encouragement, we help others to know that they're doing a good job and their efforts are being appreciated. You know, think about that winner of that race and how crushed they would have felt by not getting encouragement at the end of it, and, you know, being told they did really well. And And imagine that if there was no uplifting words for that person who didn't do so well, who didn't win the race, they would feel awful, wouldn't they?
Yeah, I feel really rotten.
Well, sometimes we also criticise ourselves. We sometimes tell ourselves off for not doing brilliantly. When we get something wrong or we don't do well as we hoped in a test or maybe in our schoolwork, and then we're negative about ourselves. And sometimes that negative thing is really, really bad, and we dig ourselves into a hole and we feel worse and worse about ourselves. So we mustn't forget to encourage ourselves.
Really?
Yeah. Now, encouragement is really important in the Bible. God encourages us, and He tells us off when we do stuff wrong. But for Christians, it's really important that we encourage one another. And there's lots of stuff in the Bible about encouragement. Two of my favourite things. One is from the Old Testament and one is from the New.
Is it?
Yeah, well, one of the New Testament verses on encouragement is actually about a person who personifies. That means they are encouragement. They're encouragement themselves.
That's sunny.
Well, because even their name means encouragement. There's a chap in the Bible, in the book of Acts, one of the special followers of Jesus, who first went out and spread the word about Christianity and all about Jesus. And he was called Barnabas. And his name means son of encouragement.
Well, was he encouraging?
He was very encouraging. Here's a verse from the book of Acts. It says this: the news about them, that's the Christians, reached the ears of the church at Jerusalem, and they sent Barnabas off to Antioch. And when Barnabas got there, he arrived and witnessed about the grace of God, and he rejoiced and began to encourage them all with a resolute heart to remain true in the Lord, for he was a good man and full of the Holy Spirit and of faith. And considerable numbers were brought to the Lord. So Barnabas encouraged lots of people, and it made a big difference.
I see.
And here's another one, and this is from the Old Testament. And this, we were talking about wisdom the other day.
Yeah?
Well, this is one of the wisdom books. It's called Ecclesiastes. And it says there in chapter 4, verse 9, down to 12, 2 are better than 1, because they have a good return for their labour. If either of them falls down, one can help the other one up. But pity anyone who falls and has no one to help them up. Also, if 2 lie down together, they will keep warm. But how can one person keep warm alone?
They can't.
Though one may be overpowered, 2 can defend themselves.
Well, in a fight.
Well, not in a fight, no, but you know what I mean. They could scare away an attacker.
Yes, they could.
And though one may be overpowered, 2 can defend themselves. A cord of 3 strands is not quickly broken. That means a rope is made of lots of different bits of string rather than just one piece, and it won't snap.
Ah, so encouragement is important.
Yes, so I've got something to... Oh, I've got a couple of things for you guys to think about this week. I would like to encourage you to make a special effort today, tomorrow, and maybe even for the next few weeks, to talk kindly to yourself.
What? You want me to talk to myself?
Why not? I do. All the time, as it happens. But yes, if you say some encouraging things to yourself, it'll be really good for your mental health. And you might actually find you can achieve more than you thought you could before. And also, look for the good in your family, your friends, and try to encourage people whenever you get the opportunity to. Tell them they've done a job really well, or, say, well, it didn't matter if it went wrong this time. I'm sure next time it will go really well, because you've got it in you.
Yeah, okay. I'll try that.
So I'm going to say a quick prayer now. If you want to pray it, just join in and say amen at the end. If you don't, don't. Dear God, we thank you that you made us and that you're pleased with what you made. Please help us to see the good in ourselves. Help us to see the good in other people. Help us to encourage others and show them that we care. Amen.
Amen! Hey! Right, I'm off to encourage someone. Candy! Candy, where are you? You ran that race really well.
Okay, well, he's off, and so am I. Bye.